in this episode, I'm going to make some fat bombs from Keto Connect. But I'm going to alter their recipe just a little bit with some protein powder. Link will be in the description. This one has 1 gram of sugar per scoop. Not as much as my other one. Unfortunately, I thought the other one had less, but it doesn't. I was misled. And I'm also going to add some pecans to each one. Okay, the ingredients are a can of Thai coconut milk, the pecans, which I mentioned, 2 scoops of protein powder, and 3/4 cups coconut oil. Okay, we're gonna simmer that up in a saucepan until it's all dissolved. We'll start off with the coconut oil, coconut milk. Okay. We're gonna turn our pan up. Let's see, to about 7 to get started, but then we'll go a little bit slower. Okay. All right. I was going to get up to a nice,
okay.
Thank you, son. My son John's helping me in the background. Okay, we're going to use 2 scoops of whey protein powder. And essentially, we just want to make sure the protein powder is nice and dissolved. And I'll use a little whisk. Use a whisk. It doesn't have to boil or anything. It just has to dissolve all the protein powder. And once we get it all dissolved, we're going to stick it in the freezer to get it solidified. About an hour. These can be great. It's called coconut cream. The recipe in Keto Connect, but I don't have any unsweetened coconut flakes. We're gonna let that just. The last ingredient we'll add is some coconut flakes, and I forget how much, so we'll just quickly look here. And it was 1 cup, which is about what we have here. So unsweetened too, by the way. Got a 1/2 cup measure, so we'll put it in twice. Hey, it doesn't mean you have to be 100% exact. I mean, these things are gonna go well no matter if you're exact or not. You know, it really doesn't matter. The main thing is to get it all heated up one time and get some consistency, and then pour it in our molds. So these molds are really cool. Got these on Amazon. I'll put a link down in the bottom. They're silicone molds. You put them in the freezer, and then when you're ready, you just sort of pop things out. Bloop, bloop, bloop. They work really cool. So I'll put them on a cookie sheet. That way, if you got a shelf in the freezer free, you could use that, of course, but I'm gonna put them on a sheet because they are flexible. It keeps them from spilling. This is almost ready. It's looking good, huh? You see that? Mind you, we haven't been doing this for what, about a minute or so? Not too long. Still a few lumps in there. See if I can get rid of those. Won't kill anything, it's just your fat bombs are gonna have a little chalky flavor if there's still some lumps. But if we can get rid of them, that'd be great. You know, there's a couple. I think some of that's globules of the coconut oil too. So give it another minute, let it get a little warmer. All those should be gone. It's looking good. I can taste them already. And on the top of each one, we're going to put pecan and a little bit of Himalayan salt, okay? That's in a Mrs. Dash there, but that's been long gone for years. Pink Himalayan salt has 83 minerals in it. Be surprised what you can get from salt, sea salt, good sea salt has about 90, 92, 93, depending on what kind you get. Minerals that are essential for the body, especially magnesium. This is looking good. A little taste test here. You're all I am, the chef. All right. If you've never had a fat bomb before, you're in for a treat. The fat keeps you satiated for hours, and a little bit of protein will give your body some energy, what you need to help burn some calories. But the big thing is, it helps me keep my fast. Roughly a little over 100 calories per bomb, especially if you add the walnut. But that's not too bad considering what you get out of it. Okay, I think it's done. Look at it. I can't tilt it too much. It's got a good consistency. What I'm picking up when I pick up the whisk is nothing but coconut flakes. So I'm gonna attempt to pour these in and hopefully get an even amount of coconut in them too. That's the tricky part. Try to get them as even as you can. Now as we get further along, there's going to be more coconut in some of them than the beginning ones, because coconut likes to settle to the bottom. So I'm just going to use the whisk, and shouldn't fill them all up real full like I just did that one, because they will expand, but it's okay. Oops. I'll just tilt it around like you do an ice tray. You may not fill up all of them here. Just as I thought, I overfilled some, underfilled others, but it's okay. This is not a scientific process. How's that look? Tastes delicious. And here's the fun part. Sprinkling this Himalayan salt. This is pretty powerful salt and potent, so I'm just going to come by with my fingers and dust them a little bit. Again, this is not an exact science, so what the salt will do is help you stay satiated as well. If you're doing a fast and you're just drinking water, take a pinch of this salt and drink a glass of water. Be surprised, you won't feel hungry afterwards for an hour or so. It's amazing what a little bit of good sodium will do for your body. Okay, and then like I said, I was just going to put one pecan per. I've got these pecans at Costco. Probably the most cost efficient. This is what they look like. They're gonna go in the freezer now, okay? Well, we have our finished product right here. Took them quite a bit longer to freeze than I thought they would. I guess maybe I should have added the salt afterwards. But as you can see, with they pop out of the little containers relatively easy, but not with one hand. There's one that just popped out. Looks yummy, doesn't it? Well, it is. Trust me. And they're going to be good. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe so you can keep following me along. Now, I haven't been perfect this week, but I can announce that I did indeed lose a pound. Out of 329, that makes me 328. And it actually said 327, so, but I'm probably somewhere in between. I'll bet you it floats. Anyway, hope to talk to you again next time. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.